Okay, good afternoon, members of council and staff. Welcome to our meeting for Monday, July 24th, our special council meeting. I will call the meeting to order. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof? Seeing none, accept the agenda. Deputy Mayor Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Manley, that the Council Township of North Glengarry accepts the agenda of the special meeting of council on Monday, July the 24th, 2023.
Thank you. All those in favor? Motion is carried. And moving on to staff reports, 6A, Fire Department Pumper Station. Councillor Manley.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Martin. The Council of the Township of North Glengarry authorizes the Fire Department to award the purchase of the Station 1 pumper in the amount of $802,499 to Commercial Emergency Equipment Co. and further, that the replaced equipment is declared surplus upon receipt of a new vehicle, and further, that the Fire Department is authorized to tender the sale of the surplus equipment via auction, local tender, online auction, or other means as deemed most beneficial to the township.
Thank you, Councillor. All right, Chief, time to start begging. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So this report is being provided to council to authorize the purchase of a new pumper for Station 1 through an RFP through Canoe LAS contract. So as per the 2023 budget, council allocated funds for the replacement of this pumper due to its age and current condition. So the fire department capital budget for all our vehicles based on the fire underwriter survey. So this allows us, our department, to maintain lower insurance costs and as well ensures that we have reliable vehicles to perform its duties. The purchase will not only ensure the operational readiness for Station 1, but it will also help the fire department in reaching our goals in standardization and safety. So over the last few years, fire apparatus industry has seen a huge cost increase, which are being passed on to our fire departments. And now there's currently over 1 to 2 years to take delivery of new pumpers currently. In some cases, in this case, it may be possible for us to secure stock pumpers that will sell. However, they tend to sell quite quickly whenever they come available. So this current tender process was completed through the Canoe Procurement Group Cooperative Purchasing. The fire department conducted a search for approved suppliers and received a quote from Commercial Emergency Equipment for a stock pumper. The quote came in at $844,735. With our current discount from Canoe, 5% discount, it took off $42,236.79. After everything, the pumper comes in at $802,499. Council approved $750 in the current 2023 budget for this purchase. The fire department is we're recommending this purchase to Commercial Emergency Equipment. The additional funds will be allocated from the sale of the existing pumper that's currently at Station 1. Upon the financial implications, again, it was allocated in 2023. However, we're only going to be receiving this pumper in 2024, probably around January or February. So it'll only be hitting the books in 2024. And this will be funded through debt. That concludes my report, unless there's any questions.
Thank you. I have a question. Just what could we expect from the used pumper?
So currently, there's different alternatives that we could look at. One is Gov Deals, or there's other alternatives. These vehicles are used vehicles are in very high demand. We could be looking at potentially posting it online, where down in the States they look at these vehicles, and so we could be looking at potentially $75,000 US. So that's a good amount. If we look at when this vehicle was actually purchased back in 2004, this vehicle cost $275,000. So you see, the difference over the years, over 20 years. However, the take back on that vehicle from 204, I mean, we're getting another potentially almost close to 100 back on this vehicle, potentially, right? So there's no set amount. It's not a guarantee. However, we're going to try to get the best bang for our buck. And yes, there is a high demand for the used vehicles.
Okay, thank you. Deputy Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And you said so that theoretically, and hopefully that'll cover the deficit then.
Yes, that's
Right.
what we're hoping for. Is that any funds that are brought in from that vehicle is just going to offset that cost, the additional cost.
Great. Just one other question.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, there were pages and pages of features that are listed for this vehicle, and I was really glad to see that it's, I think, under number 90 red or something like whatever that is. But are there any features that are missing on this unit that you will then have to purchase to have installed or anything like that?
No, so through you, Mr. Mayor. No, this stock unit meets all our requirements. It is a stock unit. We didn't customize anything into it. The normal equipment that we put on is just going to be normal equipment, fittings, hose, and the current normal allocation. So anything that would be added onto the vehicle in terms of equipment would be funded through the normal operational budget in 2024. So, yeah.
Okay, further questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion? The motion is carried, none opposed. All right, moving to our next notice of motion. Our next meeting is Monday, August 14th at 6 p.m. here in the council chambers. Motion to adjourn, Councillor Cadell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Moved by myself and seconded by Councillor Manley. There being no further business to discuss, the meeting was adjourned at 5:08.
Do you guys feel like you got all dressed up with no place to go? All those in favor?